Can I have some of those? Some of the flyers? El Rap Mercado Way. No more? They ran out? The little bunch. I can hand them up.
Once we get the sound going, they'll come more in here.
Okay. Okay. Hi. Ralph Mercado was the producer of some of the biggest salsa artists in history, and he's getting his own street just back here a little later. So, because I am Puerto Riqueño, and Ralph Mercado is also Puerto Riqueño. Y ahorita van a dedicarle una calle que se llama Ralph Mercado Way, porque él nació y se crió aquí. La hija de él está por ahí, y esta es la tía, la familia de Ralph Mercado, que producieron la Tito Puente, Celia Cruz. Yeah. So they're going to give him a street later on. Yeah. Seguro que sí. Hello. Ralph Mercado is going to get his own street later on. You don't know who Ralph Mercado is, but you probably do know who Celia Cruz is, right? Celia Cruz, Tito Puente, some of the biggest salsa artists in history. He produced them. Also James Brown. So he's going to get his own street. He's from this neighborhood. Way back in the next street, he's going to get his own Ralph Mercado way. That's later on today. Yes, ma'am. Just it says it on there. It's just the next one. One block down. His daughter's here. His aunt is here. Yeah. And he, Mark Anthony, all these great salsa artists. He passed away about 15 years ago, but he was the biggest producer probably in history. Exactly. Borders this one, and the next one is Pacific. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, okay. So now you know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello. There you go. Thank you, sir. How are you? Thank you. Oh, yeah. But they're going to dedicate Ralph Mercado Way. He was one of the biggest producers, salsa producers in history. Celia Cruz, Tito Puente. He's gonna get his own street later on. Hello. Hey. This is called a Behigante. It's called the Behigante. Behigante. Correct. You got it. They're made out of coconuts, and it's a tradition that's over 350 years old from Loíza in Puerto Rico. Yeah, it's part of the festival and the carnivals to scare away the evil Moors at one time. Now it's just part of the folklore. Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely right. I'm taking a trip to Washington, people. So just another thing. Ralph Mercado, who is the biggest salsa artist, producer in history, produced people like Celia Cruz and Tito Puente and Mark Anthony. He's getting his own street back there, the next street over, just so you know. Today, later on. Yep. Yeah, he was born and raised here. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Bye-bye. Just so you know. Hello. Hello. Gracias.
They're gonna do a show.
They do. Yeah, they will. At the show is at 4 o'clock on the main stage.
Yeah.
And then this is at 5 o'clock. The street
Revealing.
signing. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's too. I want to do the Yankees. That's it.
Oh,
I want to do the Yankees playoff.
that's what time is.
At 4 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be around when for whatever they're doing. I'll see. But
All right.
yeah, no, I'm glad they're here. At least that's all.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to hear. Cuídate.
Where's the main stage?
The main stage is a little further down. I'm not sure how many blocks, but it's in this direction.
Okay, and there's a show at 4 o'clock.
There is a show at 4 o'clock. That's to recognize the contributions of Ralph Mercado, who is probably the biggest salsa producer in history. Like people like Tito Puente and Celia Cruz, and he passed away about 15 years ago. But he used to live just on the side, on the next door, the next street over. So he's getting his own street here.
Very good.
Just so you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
You look lovely.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello. Hi. Here you go. Ralph McDonald's gonna get his own street later on. He was the biggest producer of salsa. Oh, his family's right here, just in case you want to see some of the other. And Ralph McDonald's gonna get his own street later on. He was the biggest salsa producer probably in history. Hello. Thank you. Ralph McDonald's gonna get his own street later on. He's probably the biggest salsa producer in history. People like Mark Anthony. You know him, huh? Okay.
No, that's my last name.
Oh, Mercado?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Interesting. So he's from here. He was born and raised here, and he produced people like Celia Cruz and Tito Puente, Mark Anthony, James Brown. So he passed away about 15 years ago. So he's getting his own street just one block over, a little later on, just so you know. All right, Mercado man, take it easy. Here you go. Hello. Here you go. Ralph Mercado was a producer, the biggest salsa producer probably in history. Produced people like Celia Cruz, Mark Anthony, Tito Puente. He's getting his own street later on, just so you know. Okay. Here you go. Oh, you got the little guy over there. Ralph Mercado is getting his own street later on. Ralph Mercado was probably the biggest producer in salsa. He's getting his own street later on. Hello. How are you? Ralph Mercado is going to get his own street. Who is Ralph Mercado? He's probably the biggest salsa producer in history. Yeah, later. He was born here. Just one block down. He's going to get a street later on. Bye-bye. Hello. Ralph Mercado, probably the biggest producer in salsa, the history of salsa. People like Celia Cruz and Tito Puente and Mark Anthony. And he's getting his own street later on. Where's he from? He's from here. Oh, wow. And he passed about 15 years ago. He's actually half Puerto Rican, half Dominican. We're Puerto Rican. Well, he's you know Celia Cruz. You do know Mark Anthony, right? Oh, yeah. So he produced both of them. He made most of these people. So, right, he's an awesome guy. Sure, enjoy. Oh, and this is the Bay Gigante. Hello. Here you go. Ralph Mercado was the biggest producer of salsa. Celia Cruz, Tito Puente, Mark Anthony. And he's getting his own street later on. Just so you know, he's part of the event. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. I'm great. Ella es la hija de Ralph Mercado que le van a dedicar una calle más tardecito. Hoy. Gracias. No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. You can save it. Yeah, I'll hit it later. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Hi. Ralph Mercado, probably the biggest salsa producer in history. He's going to get his own street later on. He was from this neighborhood. He passed about 15 years ago. You know, people like Celia Cruz, Mark Anthony. Yeah, so he's getting his own street, just one block down. Yeah, thank you. Goodbye. Hey, I love you too. There you go. Hello. Sure. Many as you want. Just so you know, come here. Ralph Mercado, who used to live here, was born here. He was probably the biggest producer in salsa, like Celia Cruz, Mark Anthony, and people like Tito Puente. He's getting his own street later on, so that's why I'm like dressed this way. Gotcha. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. Hello. How are you? This is made out of coconut, and it's called Bear Gigante. It's over 300 years old tradition, and it comes from Puerto Rico. Just so you know. Yay! All right, come back anytime. Come back anytime and enjoy. Goodbye. Hello. Hi. Throwing me kisses over there. I like that. Hey. Here we go. We go. Hi. Okay. Bye bye. Nice shirt. I love it. I want one. Where can I get one? How far? Like how far? How many blocks? Is it like 4 blocks or 10 blocks? Four? I love it. All right. Thank you very much for the info. Here you go. Here you go. Ralph Mercado is going to get his own street later on. He was born here. Biggest producer of salsa in history. Just so you know. How you doing? Re-signing of the street. Hello. Hello. Here we go. Hello. Ralph Mercado is going to get his own street later on. Bye-bye, puppy. How are you? Uh, you want one? Okay. He's going to get his own street later on. He was a salsa producer who lived here, was born here. Hi. How are you? Hello. Here you go. Thank you. Hi. Thank you. Well, they're called Bejigantes from Loíza in Puerto Rico. Yeah, so they're part of the carnival and the festival. But so you know, him, his name is Ralph Mercado. He is getting a street today. He was born in this neighborhood. He produced people like Mark Anthony, um, Celia Cruz, Tito Puente. Oh, he did. El Gran Maestro Samuel Lin. Wow. He's one of the best and he's one of the greatest. All right. Did you go during the uh, festivities? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know how much love we got from the thousands of people? I want to thank you again. En la perla. Next time. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? And it's still, it actually is kind of a stuck in time now because they've been trying to push them out so they can build there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, they shouldn't allow it. That's one of the oldest communities. Thank you. Thank you very much. I wanted to invite you. There's two events that are coming up in June. There's in July. I'm sorry, in July, the last weekend of July. That's when the festivities happen in Loíza, which just happens to be the oldest and most important free black municipality of Puerto Rico. That you know because you know the maestro must have told you. Okay. Ah, right. Ah,
We ended up going
Carolina,
downtown.
Canóvanas,
I
Carolina.
don't even remember.
All right.
What we liked about it, we went
Yeah.
and so they brought it up because the effort.
Okay.
It was on.
Absolutely. And one of our most, I think, opportunities and privileges is precisely to share that because we are at the point, Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico are the first stops that happen before they come to the big, yeah, to the nation, to the Europe, to Brazil or to United States or to the whole. And it's a wonderful connection that we all have. People go and they come like they tend to click with that community because it's resistant, it's resilient for more than 400 years. The whole history is so beautiful. I want to thank you again. And I hope you come back soon.
Well, I just want to go back. I wanted to find it, and it is what I, see the
Yeah,
there was a lot to see because we stayed in Cagua,
right.
um,
Yeah,
up on the mountain.
yeah.
That's where we stayed at the fair. And we got a chance to go into the
I want to thank, and
and I
if
know I still got
the photos, oh my God. Wow. You know what's going on? This is the seventh year, the eighth year. It's 2017, so we're going on the what? 8 years. 8 years ago.
it's been a while.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the people that helped us, it would have been impossible or difficult for us to get back. Still, we're still recuperating from all that.
I know you are.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I'll be here. Thank you. Thank you. You want with the mask or without the mask? Can you hear me okay?
We
Okay.
got some of you talking about it.
Okay.
So if we could get it without, just get it on your head.
Let me turn this stuff up here. Maris and the project and the Mercado project for going on 3 years now. Our version of it is the Comparsa Rosa, which means the pink troop, Vejigantes. Vejigantes are probably what the biggest banner of Puerto Rican identity in our culture. Anytime you see a Vejigante, you immediately and understand that we're talking about Boricuas and Puerto Ricans. It's over 350 years old. So a lot of the people that are still doing Vejigante have received it or been passed on from our pantheon, from our elders and even people who have been talking about our culture under a lot of pressure because the Vejigantes were seen as something not so positive at one time. Just like bomba music, just like pena music, and look where we are now, right? So we've been collaborating as part of an educational project called the, the Comparsa Rosa, but it's Prevención y Detección Temprana del Cáncer. What does that mean? Prevention and early detection of cancer. Most of us, including myself, are cancer survivors. So we decided to, yeah, you know, I just got my results 2 days ago. And yeah, I'm still in that window, that 5 year window, but I'm like,
got a little bee here saying
yeah,
hello.
he's on
We got
to
a little bee.
he's
We got
on
a
to the
little honeybee
sweetness.
here saying hello. Yes, we are.
Oh yes,
Street naming for
thank
Ralph
you.
Picardo at 4 o'clock.
Tito Puente, Celia Cruz,
That
is
he brought
producer.
them to the United States. So please stop by. It's gonna be right. He's from this. He's from. So trying to get the street.
So, so
Yeah.
the Comparsa project,
You're
and
welcome.
the Comparsa project, the idea was that we would participate dressed as Vejigantes with survivors in different events. Yeah, so the idea of being in the Puerto Rican parade a couple of years back with Centro, the University, la Universidad de Los, it was like, yeah, we're gonna be part of this. We got the window, we got TV, radio interviews, and all this exposure. And then we went a little beyond. We said, well, let's put a camera to the Vejigantes,
Right.
and let's
That's
have
great.
a webpage.
Did you just do that yourself?
Yeah, this mask
Great. I love
took
it.
me almost 7 months to do. This one is 2 coconuts.
They're coconuts. They're made from coconuts.
Yeah, in Puerto
wow.
Rico, there are two
amazing.
traditions: the paper mache ones, the ones that are made in Ponce, which is um, during the February festivities, and in July, which is in Loíza, that you get these Vejigantes that are part of another cultural event that happens where families, it's a beautiful thing, where families have been keeping the little Santo in their home, taking care of him during the whole year. When the year ends, they will carry the whole family to the next family that will take care of it for the next year. It's still
Beautiful.
July.
It's like a beautiful
I absolutely
tradition.
invite you guys.
It's such a beautiful tradition.
Yes.
And I came to New York City without a ton of noise. So forgive the music that was passing by. But what's the important right now for you to be not only doing this work, which is amazing work,
Right.
and bringing attention, but also being attached to the Mercado Project,
Right.
and the fact that we have an Afro-Latino like Ralph Mercado getting a street in
Yeah,
Brooklyn, which is where he is
wow.
from. So many years later, he brought Celia Cruz to the world, he brought Tito Puente to the world. And I remember when I was an intern there, Mark Anthony had just launched his first salsa record, produced by Sergio George.
Wow.
Shout out Sergio, shout out Mark Anthony. But what's the importance of you not only through the work that you're doing, but also being attached to something like the Mercado Project and Ralph Mercado getting his street?
Well, as you may or may not know, Ralph Mercado passed from cancer.
Yes.
So
That
part
was
of
like a time.
yeah, so part of the collaborating was also that conversation. Initially, I didn't know that about Damaris um and Ralph Mercado. I didn't know that, but when she shared that with me,
Yeah.
she said my mother and my father both.
Yeah.
Oh, so whatever we
Rest
can
in
do,
peace. Ralph
yeah,
Mercado,
rest in
Dolores
peace.
Mercado. Yeah.
Whatever we can do to make this, to bring attention, to bring people to talk about Ralph Mercado, to recognize. I'm gonna tell you something.
The work that he's done, people don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We talk about Latin music. We talk about it. We got Bad Bunny going to the Super Bowl, and we talk about the Puerto Rican culture. But we never talk about Celia and Tito, but specifically the Puerto Rican artists, right? And people like that brought this music to the
Yeah, we
Nobody talks
forget
about
the
it.
pantheon. We need to be attached to that. We're
The
above.
history. The
We're
history.
above every one of them people who
Yeah.
at one time had to enter through the back door to be able to play.
Right.
What?
Right. They got to sneak into the club to
Yes.
get on stage.
Yes. During the times where things were a lot more
Prohibition, all
complicated.
of it.
Here
Yeah.
we are with all these privileges that have been earned from all that sweat that these people put into the ground every step that we take. So
Right.
I've been also, I'm going to plug
Yeah.
this in. I've been
Yes,
also
please.
doing something else. I also just presented the first salsa walking virtual tour in Harlem. That was last week. That
Wow.
was, yeah, because there was another
Virtual
one.
tour.
Yeah, so you can download it via
What website?
voicemap.me.
Voicemap.me. Okay.
And then you can start at 125th Street, and you got about an hour and a half of listening to me talk about why salsa in Harlem. Yeah, it's a beautiful.
That is amazing. Wait,
Yeah,
let's go again. So the website is
voicemap.me.
and then you download it,
Yeah,
and then
it's a
an
Harlem
app.
tour.
It's a Harlem virtual tour.
Harlem virtual tour. So you download it to your cell phone,
Yeah.
and from 125th Street, you're gonna walk Harlem, El Barrio, listening to me going to places that are absolutely connected to our salsa from New York. Because there's that salsa in Puerto Rico, there's that salsa in Dominican Republic, Cuba, and there's that salsa in Harlem
Right.
that happened at a particular time where the young lords
When the
were
migration was happening.
the 1 million strong that came in.
When the big migration
Yeah.
happened in New York
Talking
City.
about migration, it's just relived. All these things has happened.
Yeah.
We, as a generation that is here now, we need. That's why this is important.
So
About
important.
contribution.
You were doing
Music.
amazing work.
I thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
doing
very
so
much.
great
It's a
work.
privilege.
Yes.
It's a privilege.
Yes, it is. It is. It's amazing work, and we need to just have our voices heard. We need to keep being out there. We need to keep doing this work. So,
Thank you for your job. Thank you for your work, and thank you for both.
yes, thank
The
you.
opportunity.
Thank you, Raul. We're gonna see you a little later. We're gonna capture some footage of you.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
I snapped that on you. You didn't even notice.
I didn't even notice. When you set back up. I'm getting little kids hugging me, and I'm like, "You're not supposed to be hugging me." Like little kids hugging me. Okay, let's do it. Boom.
Thank you.
Because you think they're scared, but they know better. They know.
Share with me, like,
What's your name? Lonnie.
This is Lonnie.
Raul.
He's my
Nice to meet you.
video guy. Share with me your socials or whatever social besides
will.
Facebook, and then I'll tag you once we edit this. We'll
And I'll
tag
send you the webpage where people can go to get
to the visit me.
educated
I'll put it
on
in the
this.
video because when I put it up on YouTube, I'll put that link in the video.
Boom.
Of like the virtual tour of Harlem.
Boom. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm back.
Oh yeah, you are. Here we go. So show me the
So
picture.
this was after the hurricane.
Yeah. It's different now. They changed it. They painted it several times already. Exactly. You gotta go back because a lot of this stuff has changed. Yeah. That's one tough community too. They've been through everything.
I had to get ice.
Did you know Dr. Martin Luther King had visited the island? Yeah, he actually was a very good friend of Roberto Clemente. You know who Roberto Clemente is. So he actually took him to his farm, and Dr. Martin Luther King, gave speeches at the University of Puerto Rico. We don't talk about that because it's like, wow. Yeah. All right. La Cloisa.
Remember exactly where.
Okay.
So that was part of the mission trip. We did. It was one. Yeah. And then my girlfriend saw this right here, and when she was in Ghana, they plant these so that when they know when somebody comes because they curl up.
Mori BB, we call them.
They
Mori
they curl
BB.
up. And she just found it fascinating that she found this, we saw this in Puerto Rico, and she also saw the same thing in Africa.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow.
There's a lot of stuff on the island. As a matter of fact, one of our oldest trees, which is the oh yeah.
That's how I learned about this. Because like I said, we were
Oh, he fixed it. It's a lot more beautiful now. There's a
like,
lot
oh
of
my
there's a lot
God,
of reparations.
so,
Yes.
so rabbit. We found this house. We were determined. And this is the lady that's the professor. Um,
Puerto Rican Afro.
yeah, so, and then we found out the United States talking about how much money they give to Puerto
They give
Rico.
us.
So look how much money they have.
Exactly.
They pay double what they
Exactly. So it's an investment for them, and it's an exploitation, and it's colonization, and it's been going on for the last 127 years, and we have to, we continue to resist.
Yeah, you continue to fight. But it was an amazing, amazing trip.
I wanna share something else with you that, and I've shared this with other people because the difference when you're going to the island, when you're in the U.S., there's a different kind of mentality when it comes to our genealogy. Like we have become one with our mixed up cultures, and we don't like mentally divide. And I think that's something beautiful. I hope your experience on the island was as wonderful as,
It
and
was
we hope you
wonderful.
come back.
We are going to go back because my girlfriend and I, we want to go. We want to go and go to a whole nother part of Puerto Rico. We came into San Juan and we saw that. We went to Caguas. You know, we went to different places, but we want to come and spend time.
Okay.
Spend time.
Let me give you my number because I'm a historian. I also do the reggaeton tour and the salsa tour and the bomba tour. So when you get down there, we can get together for that. The next big event is in the Martin Luther King holiday, which is called the San Sebastian, Las Fiestas de San Sebastian, which is 1 million strong. It's the biggest Caribbean event, the whole Caribbean. It's the biggest event, and it's in that weekend, coming up in about 3 months.
I need you to ask the church.
Fritz.
You know the phone do what it want to do.
Correct. Don't get correct. No, it's not Maria. It's not Mars. All right.
It's Morris.
No, it's not. No, it's good.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So,
And the number? 914 370 6. If you text me, I'll send you the web page so you can have it too. And again, thank you. Now that you can see me without the mask, I thank you for everything that you did to us and for us.
I mean, that was part of what we were there for, to be, you know, to help. That was what we were
I'm looking at the house. I had a friend of mine, her roof was repaired. And I'm looking at the house. It's looking mighty suspicious, but that was in Calle.
She had a lot of dogs. She took on a lot,
All right, so that's not her. That's not her.
lot of dogs. They made her get rid of all of them, but she kept two. Yeah. And her house, it was interesting because her house was on a hill, right? And so when we went in her house, you go out the back in the kitchen and go down the stairs. She had like a whole carport up under there with chickens and stuff. But when you stood on the edge, you were still at the top of the mountain.
The cliff.
Literally, you because the trees, we were at the top of the trees. It was just weird. How do you build a house right on the side of a mountain? Because literally, if you ain't paying no attention and step up, you don't know how far you're falling down. Shit, because we had to come around the bend to get up to our house, and then the next house was like way up there, and they came across. You couldn't even see it. And it was hard for my pastor to drive. He had to like charge the van to go up to park it. It was crazy because these people live on the side of a mountain.
And I can imagine what it looked like after a hurricane. That hurricane.
It's crazy.
We're still recuperating emotionally, but we know that a lot the ones that were able to survive out of those, we don't even know how many people. Some say 4,634, 45 people were passed. According to a study done by the University of Harvard, we don't know exactly how many.
We don't know.
But we do know that people, years later, we're still trying to, still today, are still trying to recuperate.
Because when we went in La Perla, most of the people that were in La Perla wasn't even from Puerto Rico. They had left where they were and came to Puerto Rico.
You know, almost 1 million Puerto Ricans have left since, have left the island. So we were almost 4.5 million. Now we don't even know. We're close to like 3. So a lot of people left because of the whole 1 year without electricity, without water. The schools were
And then
shut
you get
down.
the other folks to come in, the clear folks to come in and start gentrifying.
Buying on special.
Start gentrifying.
Yep.
It was interesting because we watched them. We was looking around looking at the work because where the church was like in like I guess a downtown area, and you see all of the bulldozers. I'm like, wow, nothing changes. The same as any place else.
Exactly.
Nothing changes. Like Bed-Stuy, it's the same thing.
Louisiana. Look what happened to Louisiana.
Some people ain't never coming back. They just giving time. They giving time, so they can rebuild.
I went to Louisiana to help, and I was there for a month. When I left, I was broken. I was like,
I'm sure.
oh my God.
It's crazy.
And I know most of the people that were they were handing out little bags with 2 or 3 pieces of clothing, put on buses, will never come back.
Never come back. What are they coming back to?
Yeah.
Because HGTV had a show on, and it unnerved me to no end. And it was $1 million mansion in Louisiana.
Yes.
And it unnerved me because how dare you
How dare
create a show? And it didn't last long. Yeah, I think that show was on like 2 months.
There's a documentary now on Netflix on Louisiana. There's one there. You know, I started watching it. I got to episode 2. I had to shut down. I couldn't watch anymore because it's like it was coming back. But yeah, so it reminded me of what we experienced in Puerto Rico and how it always happens. These vultures are like waiting for people to just fall down. Just take advantage. I want to hug you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. 'Cause that was my first time going to Puerto Rico. I had never been to Puerto Rico. But to be a part of what my pastor's vision was.
Right. So the two events are now in January for the Martin Luther King Wednesday, the weekend, and then in July, so you can see it Maestro Nuevamente, because that's the festivities in July.
Okay.
The last weekend of July, they have.
Are you on Instagram?
I am on Instagram. I'll share that with you when you text me. I'll send it to you. I don't remember the name of it now.
Okay. I'll text you. I'll text you now.
And then I'll send you all the information. Yeah, people, it's incredible. You see the $1 million of houses in Puerto Rico too that have been built. You see them. It's happening to us right now. And all Santurce and all Puerta de Tierra, all these communities are being invaded and getting kicked out. And conspiracy. The government is part of the whole strategy.
Of course.
So
As with
disgusting.
every Caribbean.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
and granted, I love food, but when you go into these places and you see that they don't just put the damn people's beaches, or the government done bought into the bullshit.
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
the
yeah.
cruise lines done sold them.
Right.
They gave them a couple of $1 million, and they making billions off of that portion of the
Yep,
island.
yep, yep.
But your people can't even go swim,
Yep.
fish, take care of their family.
At least on the island of Puerto Rico, there's still resistance, and there are laws that still protect 150 feet from the beach, so it can't be privatized.
But I give Puerto Rico this. Their cruise ships are downtown.
Yeah, es
So
como
when
San
you
Juan.
when you come off the ship, you're walking around in San Juan.
Right.
So it's not like they took over and the people can't go there.
Yeah.
But in other islands like the Bahamas,
Yeah.
I went to Half Moon Cay. They bought up all
They own
that
it.
water.
They own it.
Right. And so you gave them a couple of million and you're making billions.
Right.
Because you got cruise ships every other day
Right.
going there.
Right.
And the only people from the island there are the people that work there.
Exactly. Only ones that can afford to stay because everything goes up. And
Yeah. And so I give Puerto Rico that. That's downtown where they can't take over.
Right. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. I just texted you, so.
I felt it.
Okay.
I felt it. And I'll send it back to you
Yes,
with
please.
the info.
And your Instagram.
I will do that. Thank you. Bien, estamos transmitiendo desde ahora mismo, mira,
It's time.
estoy en el evento que se llama Atlantic Antic. Aquí estamos desde este evento, que son como 10 cuadras, hasta allá. Estamos esperando que la calle dedicada a el señor Ralph Mercado, estoy mirando esto aquí, vamos a ver, que la calle que está dedicada a Ralph Mercado Way. Ralph Mercado, para los que no saben, una de las figuras más importantes en, en la salsa. Ralph Mercado, que produjo, acabo de escuchar a James Brown, no sabía ese detalle, pero James Brown, gente como Celia Cruz, gente como Mark Anthony, gente como la India, entre tantos y tantos y tantos otros. Se le va a dedicar aquí en Brooklyn, estamos en Brooklyn, Atlantic Antic es el evento, se le va a dedicar una calle que queda justo una cuadra de aquí. Y hemos estado apoyando, como tanto agradecemos que Damaris Mercado estuvo con nosotros y ha estado con nosotros durante los últimos años en lo que es el mercado, en lo que es el proyecto de la comparsa rosa, y que agradecemos su contribución. Queríamos de alguna forma u otra hacer, ayudar, contribuir en este día para con la familia de Ralph Mercado, que están todos aquí, los nietos están aquí, la hija, creo que el hermano viene, los hijos vienen ahorita, aquí está la tía, entre otros, y nosotros apoyando, repartiendo hojas sueltas y educando sobre la figura que mucha gente conoce, que no ha olvidado su fallecimiento del señor Ralph Mercado. Vamos a estar transmitiendo ahora por las próximas horas, no estoy seguro qué hora es ahora, pero vamos a estar transmitiendo por las próximas horas hasta que se le haga el reconocimiento en tarima, que creo que va a ser como a las 3 de la tarde, no estoy seguro. Y allí estaremos. Cuídense mucho y pongan mucha atención a su transmisión en vivo desde el Atlantic Antic acá en Brooklyn, en Nueva York, para con ustedes. Cuídense mucho. Bendiciones. Raúl Morris, comparsa rosa.